Good morning. Hi, Carrie from Texas. It's Friday, everyone. The weekend is here. It's been a really long week for me. I have really struggled this week physically, and I'm really ready for the weekend to just really try not to do anything if I can. Have you gotten your drink? I got my trusty coffee. I've got all my tools. I've got my makeup. Not a snack, it's too early, although I'm kind of running a little late today. But that's okay. Happens sometimes where you just don't get yourself going quick enough in the mornings, and that's definitely me this morning. So let's get started this morning. Grab you a drink, as I said, and let's get this show on the road this Friday. Hope everyone has some really nice plans for the weekend. I'm starting this morning with my CoverGirl primer, color corrector, moisturizer, all rolled into one. This product is really nice. It's incredibly hydrating. If you're looking to start a makeup collection and you don't know where to start, and you hear, let's say you're young and you don't quite know where to start, and people say, oh, you're young, you don't need all of these things. Let's just set the record straight for that real quick. Even if you're young, I don't care, even if you're a teenager, you still need to moisturize your face every day. Maybe not as much or as intently as somebody my age at 61. But you still need to moisturize your face because your face needs that protection from the makeup you're putting on, okay? Makeup is not part of our natural body, and so we are adding it to our skin. And so we want to protect our skin by putting on a layer of moisturizer and a primer. Okay, now when you're young, you probably don't need all of these fancy, primers. I personally would start with an e.l.f. primer, a cookies and cream. This is a great primer. This is just really softens and smooths your complexion out. If you've got large pores, this would be a really nice first addition, if you will, to your collection of primers. This one is very, very nice. This is a sort of like a cream. It goes on, it's thick, but it goes on really smooth and ends up being very light on your face, and it does change the appearance of your pores. So if you have large pores, for example, this is going to help blur those pores so they look smaller. And that's where I would start if you're just getting into starting your makeup collection. That's where I would start. Get a good moisturizer, CoverGirl. It's that one that I'm using. It's a great product. It's got a great price tag. It's less than $10. The e.l.f. Primers in these little containers. The last time I purchased one, I think they were like $7. So this is also a really good price point for somebody that's starting their makeup. And I don't think you need to spend a lot of money if you're just getting started. There's plenty of opportunities for you to find discounted makeup lines that are very good, that have great products and great formulas, especially if you're starting out and you're just making that initial investment to try to offset some of the expense. And you're probably too, if you're a young person, you're not going to need a lot of the products that somebody my age would need. For example, you may not even need concealer. Okay, concealer is a product that we put on, like this one. This is Joa, and this one is a very hydrating concealer. And for me, I need it in those areas that I have discoloration, scars, age spots, and I start with that on my T-zone because that's where naturally, well, it just doesn't want to load today. What's going on? This is where the light is going to hit you. My goodness, this just doesn't want to come out today. What is going on here? Maybe I didn't have it up enough. That's weird. It's like it's dried up already. I've only had it for a week. Can't be. Goodness gracious, it just doesn't want to load. How weird. I mean, you've heard me, wind this up several times. Let's give it another couple of goes and see if I can get it to, maybe here we go now. Okay, there we go. Weird. Very weird, actually. Never takes that many turns to get this loaded. So I'm putting this in the areas where I know I have discoloration, which for me at 61 is everywhere. Let's just be really, really real. But that's okay. I don't mind that because if it helps to correct and smooth out my complexion, then that's okay. Every one of these things that I have on my face, whether it's a scar or a age spot, I kind of feel like, you know what, I've earned every one of them, so it is what it is. Not going to be able to get rid of all of them. I do use a dark spot remover, and it has taken, I would say, a good 85 to 95% of the age spots that I do have. And it's done a remarkable job. You can get it at Amazon. It's called Enniskin. I very much like it. I think it's a great product. I have a couple of videos in my library about the product, so you can certainly visit the library and take a look at it. I've been using that product for a while now, and I'm very impressed with it. It has really really changed the overall appearance of my skin as far as the discolorations and age spots that I have on my skin. There's really only a couple of spots that I'm still working on. One of them was a burn, and it's right here. So that one's going to be a little bit harder to resolve. And then up on my forehead I have some which you don't generally see because of my bangs, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my lipstick on today because my lips are very dry today. Obviously I'm wearing browns and blacks today, and so I am going to wear a L'Oreal Nude sort of coppery color. It is number 620, L'Oreal Color Riche, and let me get you the name. It is Mica, of course, one of my all-time favorites. It's just a really nice sort of coppery brown neutral, has a little bit of mauve in it as well, and can go with quite a lot of different looks. Now, so I have used my Color Labs foundation. I have used my CoverGirl corrector, primer, moisturizer, and I have used an e.l.f. primer, cookies and cream primer. This one. So these three things are my base products that I'm using this week. I do use other things, but right now it's just with the restrictions on this shoulder over here, I'm just trying to really keep things kind of simple for myself. So before we get to brows, let's go ahead and seal all of this up. And I'm going to get a powder puff over here. And I'm using my Revlon Color Stay pressed powder. I love this product. I have used it for 20 some years and I will continue to use it. It gives my skin this beautiful porcelain airbrushed finish that is my preference. You know, a lot of people say that as you get older, your makeup should have more of a dewy type, appearance. You know, that's their opinion, and I respect their opinion. It just doesn't happen. It's just that opinion doesn't agree with my opinion. You think what you do with makeup is what makes you feel the best, what makes you feel the most comfortable, because that's going to translate in how you feel and look about yourself. You know, if you're wearing something that's really not in your comfort zone, you're probably not going to be as comfortable as wearing something that is in your comfort zone. So why put yourself in a position where you've done something that you're really not comfortable with, or wear a specific style that you're really not comfortable with? Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel the best and the most comfortable. We will just have to agree to disagree. That, you know, you have your opinion, I have my opinion, and that's great. That's what makes the world go round. It's great that we are all different and we all have differing opinions. If we all had the same opinion and the same thought process, boy, it sure would be boring. May not be as quite as this is not working. May not be as many arguments, but it would be boring if we all felt all thought the same way and had the same opinions about everything. That's one of the greatest things about humankind, is that we are all different, and we all have our own likes and dislikes and preferences, and we all get to choose. Well, I shouldn't say all. Unfortunately, there's still places in the world where you don't get to choose, and hopefully that will at some point go away and the entire civilization can live free and make their own choices. We are very blessed in this country that we all get to make our own choices and decide what we want, how we want, when we want, where we want. And I think we all sometimes need to step back and just remember how lucky we are that we do live in a place where we get to choose and voice our opinion and have our own belief system. The thing about that is, you got to respect everybody's, because we're all not going to be the same. And that, I think, is where we run into problems, is that we forget that we need to respect others' opinions. And that's okay. You know, we don't all have to agree. But I do feel like we all have to respect each other's opinion, whatever it is that we are discussing, right? Because if you belittle somebody because you don't agree with their opinion, then I don't think that's an appropriate way to cope with a disagreement. You know, if I disagree with somebody, I try really hard, and believe me, there's a lot of that happens in everybody's life. Okay, so now we're just filling in my brows. I'm using powder today because I don't have a steady enough hand to do my pencil, my Benefit brow system. Maybe when I get a little bit more stable with my hand and arm, I can get back to doing that, maybe next week. You know, one thing I did not realize, and I should have, I don't know why I didn't, it just didn't cross my mind, but you know, when I had my shoulder surgery, you don't really realize how integral your shoulder is with all of the movements that you do, even with your hand. I mean, if you stop right here and think about and just do this with your fingers, this mechanism and this movement I can feel up in here. You don't normally, but when you've had shoulder surgery, corrective shoulder surgery, even these little motions right here, I can feel right here. And because I am only a week out, I am still recovering. I still get a little bit of a twinge, even moving my arm down. You just don't realize how important your shoulder is. It's amazing. Human body is amazing. Okay, we are going to be using Natasha Denona's Nude palette today. I love this palette. It's one of my favorites, especially when I'm wearing browns, because of this beautiful palette. There's so many. There's shimmers, there's mattes. Today I'm going to do matte, really matte. I'm going to use this tier of colors right here. And then we're going to finish with this one right here to outline. And we're going to start with that middle color. And we're going to just sweep that across the entire lid and up onto my brow bone. This is just a very soft sort of creamy, a dark creamy or a light tan color. It's a very beautiful nude. Really accentuates my eye color, obviously, because I have very dark brown eyes. Man, I have got to clean this. It is such a mess. My little countertop cover here, because I'm working in my dining room. I have been since first part of December because of my husband's surgery, and I hope to be back in my actual office building the end of this month. Because we're both still recuperating, I just feel like we sort of need to be around each other, just to protect each other, make sure that we don't have any injuries or falls or anything like that. Okay, so we're using that darker color now. I'm mixing both the top and the bottom darker color and putting that in transition. Beautiful color. This is very soft, but beautiful color. You can see how beautiful that is. So what I did there is in the column that I'm using, which is this column here, I mixed this color and I put that in the transition area. Now we're going to pick up that darker color, which is, I think I'm going to change my mind actually. I think we're going to use this one right here. This one's a little too dark, so we're going to use this one right here. And we're going to outline. This one sort of has a little bit of a plum color undertone to it, if you will. Ooh, it went on really, I'm surprised it went on that dark. Well, we are going to have to definitely change that up a little bit, and we'll just grab this really tiny brush and we're going to pick up that middle light color again and just diffuse that. Way too dark for the look that I'm trying to achieve today. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Does anybody's computer time out and go to a white screen? It just decides every minute or so that it's going to go to this completely blank white screen, and I have to then move my mouse to get the whiteness away, to get rid of the white screen. It's very strange. I don't know why it started to do that. It just started to do that a few weeks ago, actually. Okay, so as you can see, I've used that darker color and I've mixed them and I've just outlined my eye. Now we're going to come in and we're going to pick up with a pointy rectangular powder puff. We're going to go back into my Color Stay powder and we are going to sweep away fallout. Now with Natasha's products, you don't get a lot of fallout normally, but with any darker color, there's always going to be a little bit of fallout. There's really not a whole lot you can do to prevent that, unless you are using, a spray with your eyeshadows. It's just really, it's not easy to prevent fallout. I think if a product has more moisture in it than others, you're not going to get as much fallout, obviously, right? Because that makes sense. It's not as dry a product as a totally powder product. I'm just not a really big fan of cream eyeshadows. I've used them a little bit, and I use them probably more with shimmers than I do anything else. It's just not something that I've worked a lot with, so it's not it's not in my comfort zone, if you will. But I am trying, as these newer things come out on the market, to give them a try and let you guys know. It's kind of it's a little bit, when you're my age, you get set in your ways, and it is hard to get out of that rut. I'm not going to lie to you, but you guys have done a remarkable job in helping me get out of my rut on some very specific products, my brow products, my mascaras, just a lot of things. You have really encouraged me to try different things, and I have been pleasantly surprised. That's what this channel is all about, us sharing ideas, because I may have an idea that you like, you may have an idea that I like, which has happened, and sharing those ideas is what this channel is all about, so we can all learn from each other, share our experiences, talk about it in a safe, non-aggressive, condescending conversation. Respecting each other, in my opinion, is crucial. If you can't respect somebody else's opinion, you probably shouldn't be on social media. Just kind of an FYI there. Social media and the internet has given people power that they didn't have before. They feel like they can say anything to anybody at any time and respond to anybody's comment at any time. And when you put a comment out on the, out into the vast world of the internet, you've got to expect that. What I would just really like to see is more people being respectful of each other's opinion. Because, after all, that's where we need to get in society, to have a conversation, to fix our problems. It's like being a parent and a child. If you don't come to the middle, there's going to always be a conflict. Now, the parent always has the authority. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that coming together and talking about it is so important, so both parties can be on the same page. So, All right, got all that done. I've got my blush today. I used my Tarte Energy blush. This is a beautiful blush. It is not inexpensive though, I will tell you. I think this was like $35–40. I could not find my Christian Dior, so this was the closest I could find. I have found my Christian Dior, so I'm trying to use this up now. It is a great dupe for Christian Dior's Backstage Rosy Glow though. So if you're looking and you can't find it and you want that kind of color, that baby, beautiful, radiant pink, this one is a good one, and you can get it at Ulta. Alright, let's just see where we are before we put our mascara on. And let's just take our powder puff and let's make sure we have no harsh lines anywhere. I didn't use my contour today just because I'm just really trying to stay within a certain range for my arms so I don't cause more pain than I need at this stage, as I'm really trying to get better and rested for next week. One new product that is a winner, this new product, oh my goodness, this is L'Oreal's. This is a home run, L'Oreal. Absolutely a home run. I'm here to tell you, if you see my video, I've been wearing makeup a long time. I am very, 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 very particular about my mascara. I have to have the perfect wand. It has to have the perfect stiffness and size. The formula has to wash off with no effort. It has to comb and coat and extend and volumize my lashes. And this does all of it. All of it. This is a grand slam, L'Oreal. Really, I'm telling you. If you don't have this, ladies and gentlemen, in your makeup collection, you need to get it. Trust me, you will not be disappointed with this product. And I don't say that about a lot of 90% of the products. This one, however, this delivers on everything, including price. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was like $14, and I got it at the drugstore. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it on Amazon. You might find it a little cheaper too. You could probably get it with your rewards at Ulta too. So, food for thought there. If you're collecting your points, this is absolutely a world-class mascara. So as you saw, I curled my lashes and I start at the base of the lash and I go upward and I let this wand, this is the perfect wand, by the way, it gets right here in this corner. It gets every single lash, and it gets over in this hard to reach corner for me. This is the outside corner for me is harder than the inside corner. And it absolutely does the trick. I didn't think anything was going to replace Thrive. That's the first one. Then I didn't think anything was going to replace my Benefit product, and now this one's come along. So, and my e.l.f. products. So I have 4 that are in my top 5. The e.l.f. mascaras are definitely going to be your most economically affordable. Your I should put Maybelline Sky High in there too, but this one outdoes Maybelline Sky High for sure, guys. Absolutely, for sure. The Benefit product, I love the Benefit mascara. And the Thrive mascara. But this one, I'm telling you, this one has surpassed all of those. And I just didn't ever think that was going to be possible. I really didn't. I didn't think anybody was going to be able to outdo the Benefit and the Thrive mascaras. But this one This is truly an amazing product. Let's just reload it up a little bit more. And let's go for a second coat here. See, there goes that white screen thing again. I'll have to fix that now. Let me finish what I'm doing here. I'm just taking that and I'm putting on a second coat. Why it does that? It drives me crazy. Okay, let's go over here and put on this second coat. When I get to the second coat, I generally am concentrating the product at the outside end of my lashes. I've done the inside down to the root, and so now I'm just concentrating the ends to get that length and fullness. Remarkable product. And then for my lashes on the bottom, I don't go in and I don't re-dip. I just use what's left on the wand. And I try to come in on this end here and pick up those lashes that I can't reach the other way. Beautiful product. Go get it. Go get two, actually, because it's going to sell out. If it's not already sold out, it's going to sell out. It's that good. No joke. This is Hollywood makeup. Seriously. Makeup artists are going to be using this product. That's how good it is. So, there you go. All right, let's see where we are. Wipe my nose again. Runny nose. And put my eyeglasses on so I can see where we are and how everything's looking. And so far so good. Just a kind of a everyday soft look that accentuates my goldy blonde and my brown eyes. And let's recap this beautiful palette from Nude Denona. This is a staple too. I really believe that this nude palette of hers, this is a great staple to have in your collection, because there's these nude colors, but there's pinks. This is a wine color. This is a sort of has a lavender wine sort of undertone. Beautiful shimmers, beautiful mattes. This can go very dramatic too. Because of the dark colors in here, you could do a stunning high-end glamour nighttime look that just will absolutely knock your socks off. And there are videos out there using this palette that are very dramatic. It's very versatile and it's worth the money. I think this one was like $25. I think. I'm not 100% sure because I purchased it with my Ulta rewards, which I try to do as often as I can, because who doesn't need to save a little bit of money in their bank account? I certainly do. All right, it's Friday. The weekend is here. I hope you have a blessed weekend. Please get some downtime, decompress, rejuvenate, recharge, get off social media, get out, enjoy some fresh air, and spend it with those that you love. Tomorrow is never a guarantee for any of us. We're here such a short amount of time to live our lives, and my channels, my social media, my presence is all about helping all of us live our very best life, live it successfully so we can have it all. There is nothing wrong with wanting it all and shooting for the stars. And most importantly, remember, your age is just a number. You're never too old and you're never too young to chase and go get your dreams, whether it's an old dream or a new one. At this time in our world, there has never been a better time at any age to chase your dreams. And you're never too old and you're never too young. Don't let anybody stop you from getting those goals and dreams. Don't have it a regret in your life because you were too afraid to take the first step to get it done. I was. No longer. I'm chasing those dreams, and I will succeed because I am dedicated to it, I am committed to it, and I have a wonderful support system that encourages me to do that. And that's what I would like for you. I'm here to tell you, I know you can do it. Gotta believe in yourself. Most important thing. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in yourself? And remember, you have 10 seconds to make that all-important first impression. 10 seconds. You never know what that first impression can lead to. You just never know. So don't take it for granted. Get yourself together. Put yourself together every day. Make yourself feel good. When you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you feel good. And you get 10 seconds to make that very, very first, most important first impression. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a fantastic, joyous, safe weekend. And I will catch up with you guys in my next video. Thank you for joining me this morning while we get ready. Thank you for all your support, your wonderful, kind words of encouragement for both my husband and myself. You guys just rock my world, and I so enjoy my time to come in and talk to you every day. I look forward to it because you are giving me feedback, and I love that. I really do. God bless, and have a great Friday. TGIF, everyone. Talk to you soon.